Hello, friends. Welcome to the Elite class. We are back with some more current affairs. Before starting this session, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, kindly subscribe to it to remain updated about the new videos ahead. Let's begin the session. And our today's first news is the sixth meeting of AIEC. AIEC stands for the Australia-India Education Council. It's the Australia-India Education Council. That is, our Minister of Education, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, co-chaired this sixth meeting, and the counterpart from Australia was Jason Clark. Both sides agreed to deepen the cooperation in education and skilling. Dharmendra Pradhan invited the Australian institutes to explore setting up their campuses in India. He also raised the issue of the pending visas of the Indian students. And India also invited the Australian team to hold their 7th meeting of AIEC in India next year. Dharmendra Pradhan also stressed on the research collaborations between the two countries in the areas of Ayurveda, yoga and agriculture, etc. He also called for the collaboration in the skill certification and areas like mining, logistic management and many other areas too. He further said that India has set up the two universities, first Digital University and second the Gati Shakti University, for which two countries can work together to develop their curriculum and many other aspects which are required to set up a university. The ministers also held a joint press conference. Where they announced the establishment of a working group. They held an establishment of a working group on the transnational education to build the shared understanding of the regulatory settings in both the countries and promote the opportunities for the two-way mobility of the institutions. So this working group will look upon the shared understanding of regulatory setting and promote opportunities for the two-way mobility of the institutions. Moving forward to our next news, it is about the IREDA signs MOU with the Mahapreet. IREDA stands for the Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency, and this agency signed a memorandum of understanding with Mahatma Phule Renewable Energy and Infrastructural Development Limited, Mahapreet, and IREDA will be offering the financing facilities to Mahapreet for renewable energy projects. This is very important to note here that IREDA will be financing Mahapreet for renewable energy projects, and this to be implemented for state utilities, local bodies and infrastructure of the renewable energy parks. And under this collaboration, IRDA will also undertake the techno-financial due diligence of the renewable energy and energy efficiency and conservation projects at the Mahapreet. So it will be also taking care of the techno-financial due diligence of the renewable energy resources and conservation projects too. Through this kind of collaboration, the IREDA will be helping government to achieve its target of 50% share of the energy from non-fossil fuels by 2030. As we have set up at least a target of 50% share of energy from non-fossil fuels by 2030, so this collaboration will be helping India to achieve this target. And this initiative will also encourage the green investments and generate the various jobs too. Moving forward to the next news, it's about the International Olympiad on the Astronomy and Astrophysics. It was the 15th Olympiad and it took place or held in the Kutaisi, Georgia. So it takes place in the Kutaisi, Georgia. India secured the 3rd rank in the medal tally at the 15th International Olympiad India held third position jointly with the Singapore. Singapore and India jointly won the third position by winning 3 gold and 2 silver medals. Moving forward, Raghav Goyal, who was a gold medal winner in this Olympiad, he won a special prize for the best solution for the most challenging theoretical question in there. And this is the tally board of the winners, and it includes the Raghav Goyal, the Sahil Akhtar, the Mehul Borad, the Malay Kide, and the Atharva Nilesh Mahajan. Raghav, Sahil, and Mehul are the gold medal winners, and Malay and the Atharva Nilesh are silver medal winners. Moving forward to the next news, it's about the 75 Amrit grants. Our Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh announced the 75 Amrit grants for biotech initiative, and it involved the startups, the industries, academic, and the research bodies in integrated collaboration. This initiative was launched by the DBT and BIRAC. The DBT and BIRAC, it is the Biotech Industries Research Assistance Council and the Department of Biotechnology. They both together joined in and launched this initiative, and this initiative will be a big boost to the Prime Minister's call for the Jan Anusudhan. You all must be knowing that Jan Anusudhan is simply an initiative to boost the innovations. It will boost the innovations. Clear? Moving forward, Minister says that the 75 interdisciplinary and the multi-institutional grants, they would be supported for high-risk and ambitious research ideas, the milestone-driven collaboration researches in a PPP mode. In these, all the things will be done, but in the PPP mode, that is the public-private partnership. And the thematic areas chosen under this grant scheme is that include the health, agribiotech, climate change, synthetic biology, and sustainable bioresource management. Moving forward to our next news, that is the India and Iran signs a memorandum of understanding on the seafarer's voyage. India and Iran signs a memorandum of understanding, and the emphasis of this memorandum of understanding is simply to unlock the trade potential via the Chabahar port. Indian Port and Global Company opened offices both in Tehran and Chabahar in order to promote the trade and transit via the Chabahar port. They will be opening their offices in both the places, first in Tehran and second in Chabahar, to simply promote the trade and transit via this port. The potential of Chabahar to act as a conduit for the Central Asia, South Asia, Southeast Asia, and it will unlock the potential of this particular region. In an effort to invigorate the potential of Chabahar, the Union Minister commissioned 6 mobile harbour cranes in this particular Indian Port Global Chabahar Free Trade Zone so as to invigorate the potential of this port. There is also a port called Shahid Beheshti Port. Shahid Beheshti Port, and this port will be acting as a catalyst to unlock the huge trade potential of the particular area, like of the Central Asia. We will get in contact with Central Asia, the South Asia, and this will be a very good medium to connect, and it will be acting as a catalyst. This portal will be acting as a catalyst so as to unlock the trade potential in that particular region. So this will be helpful for the trade purpose. Moving forward, the next news is about the Silk Mark Expo. Minister of the State for Textile and Railway, Srimati Darshana Vikram Jardos, she inaugurated the Silk Mark Expo. The Silk Mark Expo is inaugurated by her. The exhibition is organized by Silk Mark Organization of India, and it is a society sponsored by the Central Silk Board. Silk Mark. The aim of this Silk Mark is simply to promote the silk and building a brand equity of Indian silk, not just at our indigenous level but at the foreign level too. That is, we have to promote our silk and also build a brand equity for our Indian silk. What it will be doing, it will not protect the interest of the consumer only but also for the stakeholders of the silk value chain, which include the farmers, the reelers, twisters, manufacturers, and the trade of the pure silk traders too. So it will be helpful from top to bottom level to everybody, from the farmers to manufacturers to traders to customers. That is, everybody will be included. Next news is about the fall in the June tea production. India's June tea production fell by 17.4%, and it was said by the state-run tea board. Now, what is the cause of this denting outputs? Why the outputs decrease? It is due to the flooding and the pest attacks. Assam is the leading producer, and in fact, I guess more than half of the country's tea production comes from the Assam. So Assam got highly affected by the floods and pest attacks, and it makes it difficult for workers to collect the tea leaves. And the one more factor is that India is the world's second biggest tea producer, the first being China. Moving forward to the next news, it's about the Kerala Savari. Kerala has started a soft launch of the Kerala Savari, and this Kerala Savari is the country's first online taxi service that has been owned by the state government. Now, why they have started this Savari? To ensure a very free, fair and a decent service to the passengers, along with a fair remuneration for the auto taxi workers too. And this Kerala Savari was operated by the Motor Workers Welfare, which works under the Labour Department. Kerala Savari ensures the safe travel for public at government approved fare. This is the very important thing, that there will be no price surging at all. They will be running at the government approved prices. They will be only charging the 8% service charges, and of which 6% will go to technical partner and remaining 2% for implementation of this scheme. Now, as far as the security is concerned, it is claimed to be very safe and reliable for women, children, and the senior citizens. Police clearance certificate is needed for the drivers if they have to join the scheme, and there is an option of panic button in the app that has been introduced for this online taxi service. So whenever any passenger feels in any sort of danger, or there is an emergency in case of any accident and all, so they can simply press on the button, and a help will be provided to them soon. Moving forward to the next news, that is the Ranganathitu Bird Sanctuary. We are studying this bird sanctuary because it was recently in the news, so we will study about it. Ranganathitu Bird Sanctuary is located in the Mandya district of Karnataka, and in 1940 it was declared as a sanctuary. It's located on the banks of river Kaveri, and it got the Ramsar site designation in 2022. I guess in around 15 Feb, it got the Ramsar site designation. And in the Ranganathitu, around 170 different species of birds were recorded. Some of them include the painted stork, they are mostly found there, kingfishers, the darter, herons, the egrets, the black-headed ibis, spoonbills, the great stone plover, pelicans, and much more. The bird sanctuary offers a guided boat rides, and because of these boat rides, this sanctuary was in the news because they have resumed the boat services, which were stopped due to, I guess, due to the flooding of the river. So if you have to go through you want to go on a boat ride, so there is a trained staff which will help you to visit the place, and they will let you spot the birds, identify them, and learn about the different birds present at the bird sanctuary. So this is all for today. I hope you must have liked the video, and if you have liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel. So we'll meet you in the next lecture. Thank you so much.